Welcome to Pilgrimage Times. We are starting with the new series with Himalayan Master Dr. Tirupati Reddy sir. He is a professor by profession and he is also frequent visitor to Himalayas. He also authored 3 engineering textbooks and he started his spiritual journey in 2001. He extensively read lot of spiritual material, around 20,000 books, and he regularly conducts meditation classes to students, colleges, and also corporates. He also offers personal counseling to all the individuals who approach him. And he has been serving different ashrams throughout this period. And he is also a trust member of different societies. And Sir spends a lot of time in the forest in silence. And he is a nature lover basically. And there is a lot to learn from Tirupati sir today. With this, I welcome Tirupati sir to the show. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for your nice introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, when did your spiritual journey start and what made you to get into spirituality?
Okay. Actually, I was at the age of 12 years onwards. I have been spent in nature always. I was born and brought up in a small village, Navurupadu village, which is located in Nellore district, where daily I used to spend in we have some river, Penna, that is called Boggero, like that, some sand and the water is flowing. Banks of the river, I used to sit daily 5 to 7 in the evenings. Daily, just I used to sit and watch the nature. That was habituated myself. Then later, I read extensively so many books, novels, personality development books. Then some started all the books related to always analyzing myself. I have I am some ambitious person. I have some desires and goals, and I want to stood in first in the class, college. I want to achieve something. I always believe that everybody is a unique. We have unique personality. Every human being having a unique personality. Every human being born for some purpose of the life. That unique quality. How to analyze myself like that. I used to think and read the books and inspiring the so many great persons which are available in the world. Then next shifted to after that. After I was joined as a lecturer in engineering college after my MTech, then daily I used to read the book night throughout the night, complete. Whenever I will finish the book, then I used to sleep during. Otherwise, I wake up throughout the night also. Whenever I used to go somewhere, I carry the book in my hand. So that is everybody knows of my friends and everything. Then another thing is in my home, I always having some differences with my family members, because that may be given some freedom to me, because they have everybody, that we are bounded by the society and parents. We have some rules and regulations and conditioned our mind. Always thinking that deconditioning all these things. I want to break that, but my father always likes to live with liking the society, what they likes, what they have the rules. We use it to showcase ourselves as a good persons, good being, as human beings, whether you are in internal, whatever it may be, whatever you do, but external appearance, you have to do good things and like that. So in that issue, myself and my father, I always like we should live according to our nature and our freedom, whether they likes or not, whether they will come to our home or not, it doesn't bother about it. So it is my nature. Have some differences with my father and myself like that. So go on. That was even I always respect to the parents, but something is that individuality began from myself. So always I used to spend with the friends also. then after second phase, when I was joined in the college in Mahbubnagar, I worked as a assistant professor in Mahbubnagar, Sri Visvesvaraya Institute of Technology and Science. At the beside the college, another Jayaprakash Narayanan Engineering College. There, one great person, master, was working, has been working. He is a Uma Maheshwar, you know that. So both he also worked as a lecturer in that college. When I came to home one day, I don't have any book. I didn't have any book in my home. I was such a total house and I didn't get any book. Then I wanted to read some book. So today, immediately in my neighboring house, my Mrs. Friend was there. She went to that house and brought some book. That was a different kind of book. Up to that, I read so many personal development books, all autobiographies. This book is different. That was introduced to me as a spirituality, as a name of meditation. That book was a very great book. That I am always having the gratitude, like Guru or Brahmashi Pitama Patriji. Always thanks to him. Like that, I always thanks to my missus. She has introduced me in this meditation through this book. That book was a name is the Kranti Bijalu by Osho. That was highly inspired me. That main thing is he was written his own hand. That book matter. Each page having some different like that some opinions, some feelings he was expressed in that book. In that book, it was mentioned always like that you go and sit in the nature and see the trees, see the sun, see the moon without any thoughts, without any judgment, and be in silence, do the meditation, be awareness, and be as awakening, and always be aware, be conscious, and sit silently. Something let go of, live in the nature, all the things just to see on the banks of sea shore and like that. Some new terms, spiritual terms introduced me that was connected to my consciousness, my soul consciousness, because up to that, because in my previous incarnations, maybe I was in the spiritual path. When that book is highly, I got so much bliss and peace and happiness that inner connected me, connected to my inner self. So is it required myself? Then first time I used to get that contact to myself, started my inner journey, thinking that those terms about I wanted to know about the understand of this meaning. What is meditation? What is the nature? Why we need to sit in the nature? How we will get the energy from the nature? So that I want to see the Osho. I want to meet the Osho. Like that, everything, you know that when we enter into the starting stages of the spirituality, you know that
Yes.
how much curiosity from the everybody doing
Yes.
everything he wanted to. After that, slowly, everybody is deviating that path. That is the I always specifying in the spiritual path because why when I see the Himalayan masters, there is a continuity is very important in spiritual path. But in
Right.
sadhana, we today we do the 2 hours meditation. Tomorrow we'll do 1 hour. After 10 days or 15 days, we don't do one day. I will not do any meditation on that because we are busy with the external activities. Like that, because always we are bonding with the external thing. That is the different story. So then I was ordered, or I made a phone call to that Osho Ashram, which I mentioned in that book. Then I brought all, they have asked me which book you want to read and which book you need to buy. At that time,
Mm-hmm.
there was a little number of Telugu books, translated books for Osho. Then I told them, I said them, you will send total books, whatever you have. Then, then I got all the books and read one by one continuous Osho books. I got a lot of inspiration. Then one day I went to the some streets in the Nagar. I was going that. Then I was seeing some board that Pyramid Spiritual Society meditation Dhyana class something is written. I forgot it. Then that was the school ground Nagar. Then I seen that meditation word. Then I am searching for that through the Osho books. I got the procedure through the books, dynamic meditation, something Osho. Then I used to observing the breath. I was started already observing the breath, and I was living as awareness, consciousness. That two words I was started practicing. Then I seen that board. I entered into that ground. Then at a time I was sitting for I said for the meditation 2 hours. Then now we are seeing that starting we are very inspiring that when they share the experiences of the meditators, whatever third eye visions, some astral travel, and they healing their body and
Yes.
their etheric body energies and vanish of diseases. They have so many persons. You know that Patriji always wanted to share the experiences of
Correct.
disciples. When I was lot of inspired because I am the engineering student. We have some scientific approach always like that. We don't believe without any proofs. But here in spirituality there is no proofs. It is the totally is the experience. You know that spirituality is unknown thing beyond the mind, beyond the body, beyond the senses, beyond the science, beyond the everything is beyond that. But when we need to understand that we have to experience that whether we have the feelings or we need to experience that situation, then only we have to understand because meditation is not doing something act which is the experience. I always believe that feeling experiences. Then I didn't believe something, but another way because of our soul consciousness, soul nature, because that word I heard that in that meeting. We are not the physical body, we are the soul, we have the unlimited energy, everything, so many things. Patri ji suggested that book, Love Song Rampa, Maranam Leni Meeru.
You forever.
That was You Forever in English. That was suggested. Then I purchased and when I was listen those experiences, I was admired and inspired that then decided this is my life. So I want to walk in this path. Next, I should start this journey. At that situation, initially, I got the feeling of renunciate everything. I went along with the Patriji. At that situation, I got it because whenever we have that connection, inner connection from the so many previous incarnations, when we travel, when we met the people, this lifetime, when we meet the persons, when we see the presence of that persons, then we got a lot of bliss and happiness and everything. We have some feeling inside happiness. That is the indication of we have some soul inner connection with them. Uh, so that then I came to my home and told to my missus. I got very much interested. I explained everything. Then I started to do the meditation. Then I started to, in that meeting, sir said that only become a vegetarian. Up to that, I was a non-vegetarian. Then become on that day itself, became a vegetarian. And I started meditation doing. And after intensified my meditation slowly. Then after 1 month, I wanted having some sad and having the sometimes I got the tears. When should I meet the Osho? Because I didn't live when Osho was lived. In this because he was vacated the body in 1991 when it was introduced in my meditation 2000. Why did not get the introduced to me the meditation before 1990? I didn't see. So one day in early morning, 3 o'clock, I used to get up for the meditation. When I was sitting in the meditation, then Osho came in the hostel body. Then he brought me to physically carrying to the Pune Osho ashram, and he was explained everything in the hostel. Then I came into that. I got the satisfaction. That was the first my experience in that. Then after that, started with the Uma Maheshwar. Came to my college and introduced himself. Then we both together, we had a lot of free time as a lecturer, ICM professor, so that I didn't shift to the software. I got the opportunity because I want to be free, a time to spend in Saturday, Sundays. Then we used to spend a lot of time in spiritual discussions, and we both together families, Savita madam, she is also master Uma Maheshwar wife. My wife also immediately came to this spiritual path to meditation, and both four members we went to the forest and trekkings and spent in the forest 3 days, 4 days. At that time, Patri sir was conducted. So many years been conducted. So many trekkings along with throughout the state. And myself and Uma Maheshwar, personally, we went to some forests and some places, spent in the nature like that. We always believe that if you don't have some long meditation sittings, posture, and we have so many thoughts, that is the only solution is I learned from the Uma Maheshwar and experienced it practically so many times. Just go to somewhere in the nature, some hills or riverside, spend in the nature, just silently sitting in the nature. Then becomes as a meditation, and we get a lot of energy that we have practiced. Then we have practiced so many laws, law of nature, law of giving, law of attraction. Like there's so many things. We have that one principle. We take it and practicing it, silence and fasting. Like there's so many experiments we did, and then we went to some programs we used to conduct. He used to conduct the Mauna district. Through the district, we went to the villages and spread meditation, all these things. Then after that, it was continuing. Sir went to the Pune, Delhi or something. We also went to the Shirdi or something, North India or some places. We spent with Anjaneya Sharma sir and Uma Maheshwar, Dr. Parmeshwar Reddy sir, Dr. Yugandhar sir. Like that, the Padmaja madam. Like that, I used to work with them along with the spiritual projects, and have been involved with some projects, not that much of what Uma sir have been involved. But I always focused in some sadhana and everything. Then after that, later in 2017, that was the I was worked as a principal for 8 years, 2011 to 2018. Then meanwhile, in between after 2005, Mama sir was shifted to Pune, and that myself also I went to some abroad. Some 1 or 2 countries I went as a universities. I got the opportunity. Then I came back here. Then I was meanwhile I have completed my doctorate degree in engineering, mechanical engineering. Then I was joined as a principal. That was having the more power under my having the 200 staff and 2,000 students, so many staff, and I was enjoyed that power and the name, fame, and the money got. Then I thought after some 1 year, 2 years, slowly I was diverting in this path. That means frequently I was busy with that. So that then after that 2017.
So when did that desire came that you have to travel to Himalayas, sir? And what made you take that decision?
Yes, thank you. Very good question, because I always read in the books and seen the pictures, and I was inspired that book, Swami Rama, Himalaya Masters, and living with the Himalayan Masters, and autobiography of Yogi Swami Rama, and I read Master and so many Masters books. and I always inspired that I wanted to visit to the Himalayas. Himalayas, because this is the place where we'll get a lot of inner transformation. All our mystics and miracles when we see in those books I was studied. Then so many sages and saints and mystics and agoris and nagbabas. So many thousands of yogis are living in the Himalayas, and they are living more than 100 years, 200 years. They are doing a lot of powers and all these things, getting some inspiration and admiring me and inspired me to go to Himalayas for. And also I read it a lot of masters. They said that Himalayas thousands of years, not only this 40,000 years, 50,000 years, 20 more than 10,000 years, so many thousands of yogis traveled towards the Himalayas. They did a lot of intensified sadhana. They became a energy portal. They have created a lot of energies in that place. Mahatar Babaji, you know that everybody
Yes.
knows. Still, he is in a physical body, living thousands of years. So all these things, I have planned so many things to go to whenever I will get the opportunity, get the leave or something opportunity after earning some money after 5 years, 10 years. I wanted to be, because I need some break to do the intensified sadhana. That is very important. We are in this state. For going to the next higher level of the state, we need to do some intensified sadhana, because all the gurus, masters did intensified sadhana, took the break for 1 year, 2 years, or 6 months, or 3 years, 7 years, and did intensified sadhana in different places. But most of them in the world, in this on this earth, Himalayas is the best place for sadhana and for our inner transformation, our in the faster growth of our in the path of enlightenment. So that when what made I wanted to go to the Himalayas after 5 years or some 10 years, 5 years. Meanwhile, I want to visit to some Rishikesh like that. But